Welcome to Deconstructing Champions, the art and science of winning. I'm your host, Zack Scott. I was a baseball executive for nearly 2 decades, and now I help teams across all sports. How does a baseball guy help football, basketball, hockey, cricket clubs, and more? I'll get into that and my inspiration for this podcast in a little bit, but first, here are a few more details about Deconstructing Champions. Every 2 weeks, I'll speak with top sports executives, innovators, and other experts to reveal insider secrets, decode the champion mindset, and deliver actionable strategies that apply to sports, business, and life.
Champions aren't born, they're built. This is Deconstructing Champions, a podcast that explores the art and science of winning to help you elevate your game in sports, business, and life. And now, your host, four-time World Series champion and founder of Four Rings Sports Solutions, Zack Scott.
Thanks again for joining me. I was fortunate to experience 17 seasons and 4 World Series championships with the Boston Red Sox, followed by a brief stint in the GM seat for the New York Mets. But my last few years with the Red Sox, I found myself daydreaming about starting a business. So when my time with the Mets came to an end, I decided to start Four Rings Sports Solutions. We empower pro sports teams to leverage player data and cultivate sporting operations talent to drive smarter decisions and build a winner. My experience has been in baseball, but I've been able to help teams across all sports because when it comes down to it, all sports operations want the same thing. They want to acquire the best players, and they want to get the most out of them. If they consistently do these two things better than the competition, they'll build a winner. We don't claim to be experts on their player pool or the intricacies of their sport, but we do have the expertise to guide them through what can be an overwhelming sea of information to make better decisions and to help them identify and develop top sporting operations talent. Optimizing your data and your people leads to more decisions being right, an aligned and motivated culture, and a well-oiled machine when it comes to execution. So why do a podcast? I was inspired to do a podcast for a few reasons. One, I love podcasts, especially ones that make me think about how to be better at my job, be more productive in life, and focus on what's most important. Number two, I want to help sports executives and other business leaders learn from the challenges faced by teams across all sports. When I worked in baseball, comparing notes with people in other sports was always enjoyable and beneficial. And number three, I want to be the rare former insider from a modern front office who's willing to speak openly about how they operate today. Most sports media outlets only employ former executives who've been out of the game for decades. Fans want to know how it works now, and I'm excited to pull back the curtain. As a leader, I pride myself on being approachable and transparent, and I will do the same as a podcast host. Sports are supposed to be fun, and I hope my openness is both fun and informative. This is a video podcast, so you can watch or listen on the platform of your choice. You can find me on all social media platforms at Zack Scott Sports. That's at ZACK Scott Sports. You can learn more about Four Rings at fourringsports.com. That's FOUR ringsports.com. Thanks again, and please check out Deconstructing Champion, where sports fans, leaders, and dreamers are empowered to elevate their game.